Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 23rd through the 29th. We've got Mercury going retrograde, moving through Taurus now. It was moving through Gemini, now it's moving through Taurus. So we're going to see what our dear Aquarius friends might expect energetically here. I am setting the intention for the next 7 days. However, you might see this video a year from now. So you're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind it's a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's all right. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we are going to see what is coming up here. I'm going to move you all just a teeny bit closer. And the first card coming up is the Two of Swords. Okay. Now, typically you guys who watch my videos regularly, some of you maybe get nervous when you see the Two of Swords because you've heard me say that the Two of Swords for me in my readings comes up to say, like, look, your angels and guides, they're showing you signs, they're guiding you, they're directing you, like the writing is on the wall. And they're giving you time to take action. And if you don't take action, then there's going to be some kind of a tower moment, right? If it's not being acted upon. However, because of the energy that we're in right now, with Mercury going retrograde through Taurus, there's going to be some power struggles. People are going to be having power struggles and issues with authority. So Aquarius, I feel like a lot of you are going to find yourself in a situation this coming week. Now, it can be in work. It could be with a family member. It could be in your love life. It doesn't have to be in a romantic situation or setting. But you may be finding yourself at some kind of an impasse where neither side wants to give up, but neither side wants to change. So the only thing you really need to know about the situation, Aquarius, is that this other side, they're not going to give in. And if you keep pushing, they're going to kind of push back. And then that would lead to the tower moment. So you can save yourself a lot of time and a lot of energy in this situation by understanding and realizing that you've said your piece, you've said your part, you've made yourself clear, right? This person or situation isn't budging. They're just kind of hoping that you're going to forget about it and they can just sweep it under the rug and go back to business as usual. And maybe you might let that happen for a little bit, and then you might get really frustrated and fed up, and then you might let them have it, and then it becomes a big argument. All of that can be avoided if you know that they're not budging. Also, maybe they try to kind of maybe buy some time. Maybe they don't give you a flat out answer, but they might make it seem like, oh, well, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Let me look into it. They're just maybe trying to buy some time and hoping that in that time you may just kind of forget about it and drop it. So that's the way I feel the Two of Swords is coming up for you guys in the week ahead. The next card coming up for Aquarius is the Ten of Cups. So this budge, or this non-budging, or this impasse, Spirit wants you to know it's not really an obstacle. It's redirecting you. It's directing you to your Ten of Cups. It's causing you to make the shift or change direction, and that change in direction is leading you to your Ten of Cups. Now, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance, and so for that reason, our Ten of Cups here gets typecast or stereotyped as marriage and babies and happily ever after. Now, maybe that is what you're focusing on. And so if that is what you're focusing on, you're manifesting marriage and babies and happily ever after. But the Ten of Cups has a much deeper meaning, which is inner peace and fulfillment and happiness and contentment in every area of your life, whatever your happily ever after is. And it's not going to be marriage and babies for every single one of us. For some of us, yes. For some of us, not so much. For some of us, you already did marriage and babies. The babies are big and grown and off having babies of their own. And you're like, okay, well, what now, right? So happily ever after, whatever your happily ever after is, 10 of Cups lets us know you're coming into your happily ever after. I'm seeing little crescent moon here. This moon here is really jumping out at me. So I feel, Aquarius, like Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be really tapping into the energies that are coming in the next few moon cycles, and so some of you may be feeling more sensitive to moon energy than you usually are. But you can use this as a reminder to be in the flow of release and receiving, right? Full moon release, new moon receiving. So you could set intentions at the time, at these times, because a lot of you are manifesting. And I feel like you're going to be manifesting very naturally, even if you're not somebody who knows how to do visualizations or intention setting. You're just very naturally manifesting at this time. But if you want to have a little bit more precision or more detail in what you're calling in or manifesting, you can make it a point to do your intention settings and to take advantage of consciously tapping into the moon cycles and the moon energies over the next 4 to 6 months. The next card coming up here for Aquarius is the 10 of Pentacles. Now this is really interesting to me because now we have 10 repeating twice. 10 is being emphasized here. And 10 is the number of completion. And 10 is a number letting us know that something has come to fulfillment. And so the 2 of Swords, we started off with the 2 of Swords, and there's this impasse, right? And now you have these 10s repeating. So the 10s are telling you, look, Aquarius, you've already done everything you can do in this situation. You've brought your A game. You have done your best. You have done a good job in terms of being in the flow and being in exchange of energies and learning your lessons and growing and all of those wonderful things. So to me, 10 comes up as a permission to move on. Permission to move on to bigger and better things. Some of you are in a situation where you're settling. And you're settling because maybe out of a sense of loyalty, or out of a sense of, well, I've done this so long and the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. There could be that energy for some of you. But I feel you're settling. And I don't necessarily feel like the 2 of Swords is going to lead to a full-blown tower moment for a lot of you. I know that usually 2 of Swords means that for me in my readings, but I'm not getting that vibe. And it could be because maybe a lot of you have just flat out told your angels and guides and, God and universe and spirit, you've just been like, please, I'm begging you. No more tower moments. Maybe you've asked for that. And so your angels and guides are trying to work with you as gently as possible here. And they might not be giving you a full-blown tower moment. But with this 2 of Swords, I feel like the fire is getting lit here under your booty, under your behind here, your backside, to make you as uncomfortable as possible. So it's like forcing you into taking action or forcing you to leave the situation and to move forward to better horizons, because it's such a blessing here that your guides don't want you to miss out on it. They want you to receive the fullness of the blessing, right? 10 of Cups is happiness in every aspect of your life. And sometimes the 10 of Cups comes up for me because people have the mentality or they have the mindset of, oh, well, you can't have everything, right? And so in this way, You may be sacrificing things or telling yourself, oh, let me just be happy with what I have, and I'll just forget about this other stuff. And your angels and guides are like, wait a minute, who said you have to forget about that? You can have that stuff too. And so a lot of you are making a compromise or settling or making a sacrifice that's unnecessary. And so you're being pushed to go for more. You're being pushed to go for better. Okay? And so with this Ten of Pentacles is a card of manifesting things coming into the physical realm. Our thoughts, our ideas, our dreams, our visions coming into fruition, taking shape in the physical world. And so as I said with that Ten of Cups and that moon, the moons that were jumping out at me, that a lot of you are coming into a time of manifesting, having the Ten of Pentacles come up is really confirming that for me. You guys are going to be very powerful manifestors over the next 6 months. Now, Ten of Pentacles is also a card about stability and security. And we do have Mercury moving retrograde through Taurus. And this is going to be, as I said, power struggles, issues with authorities for some of you. But Taurus, for me, always makes me think of the home. Like when I think Taurus, I think home, money, security, stability, enjoying the finer things in life. That's what I think of when I think of Taurus energy. So as Mercury is going retrograde through Taurus, Aquarius, some of you maybe are feeling insecure about your living situation or your physical needs being met or your finances. And I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is coming up to say, look, there might be things that you want to improve about your financial situation and your physical aspect of life, and you will, but a lot of this stress or anxiety or insecurity that you're feeling is being magnified by the retrograde energy. And once the retrograde is over, a lot of these fears and anxieties are gonna start to calm down, and you're gonna be thinking more clearly, and you're gonna be a very effective, very efficient manifester. And you're gonna manifest this stability and security and abundance in your life. And it's not just the abundance about money, right? Money is a part of abundance, but abundance is every good, happy thing. And so the Ten of Pentacles also comes in with the energy of generations coming together, a sense of home, a place where people gather and they celebrate holidays and birthdays and special occasions and traditions, and just a sense of unity, okay? A sense of legacy. So this is what a lot of you are going to be stepping into, creating, manifesting, okay? A sense of home, stability, security. Also, for me, Ten of Pentacles is a very significant financial shift. Money always is going to fluctuate, right? Money comes and money goes. And sometimes we're doing really great, and sometimes we're doing really terrible. And so when I see the Ten of Pentacles, it's telling me that this is the kind of financial stability that even in the low times, even in the slow times, you are in a very comfortable harvest. You are in a very comfortable financial situation. Like your bad months are like super comfortable, right? You're coming out of the energy of feast or famine. And for a lot of you, maybe you grew up that way, where when money was good, it was really good. But then when it was bad, it was like, are we going to have food today? Are we going to have a roof over our head tonight? Some of you had super extremes. Some of you are still having super extremes. But when I see the Ten of Pentacles, you're breaking out of those extremes of feast or famine. And you're coming into consistent stability and security, where you don't have that fear of the rug being pulled out from under you, or you don't have that fear of, like not having enough, or not having shelter or food, or good people in your life even. Okay, so very, very beautiful card here, Ten of Pentacles, with all of these roses and hearts, so keep your heart open. Focus on the beauty in your life, focus on the beauty around you, and this is opening your heart to receive this abundance. Remember, I said abundance is not just money. Okay, so some of you are going to see other positive things coming in before the money comes in, but this is all a part of you opening up to receive abundance. The next card coming up here for Aquarius is the King of Cups. And again, a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance. So the King of Cups gets typecast as husband, right? Husband, getting married. We also have the Ten of Cups here, the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you are absolutely manifesting marriage, or strengthening an existing marriage, bringing life back into it, bringing health back into this marriage, making it a little bit more robust, a little bit more connected here. But the King of Cups can also indicate a water sign person, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So some of you may be dealing with a water sign, masculine energy. However, a lot of you know in the weekly forecasts, I like to focus on you and your energy. And so for me, the King of Cups oftentimes comes up when we're learning to balance our generosities. Because the King of Cups is loving, is emotionally available and present, and can be generous, but he's not going to be taken for anybody's fool, right? He's not going to be taken advantage of. He's not going to be taken for granted. And so I see him as someone who is generous but with boundaries. And it makes me think of a fair but generous parent. Maybe the kid is like, please let me take the car Friday night. I want to go out on a date. All right, fine, but you've got a math test coming up this week, so I need to see a B or better on that math test. And here's a list of things that you need to get done around the house this week before Friday. And when you take the car, you bring it back to me. I want it washed. I want you to put gas in the tank. I don't want to see any, trash inside of it. You return it to me clean. And so there's like these expectations. You can have privileges, right? But there's also responsibility or expectations that come with the privileges that you get. And so Aquarius, a lot of you may be setting these kinds of boundaries. Like, I'll be good to you, right? I'll be generous with you, but there are expectations, right? I'm not going to be generous here to the point of being taken for granted or taking advantage of or being made a fool of. I'm not going to do that. And so, as I said, King of Cups oftentimes comes up for me when someone is coming into like a balanced generosity, right? And so maybe a lot of you, this is something you've struggled with, that when you're generous and you're good with people, they take advantage. And then when you are more cautious and you're like, well, nobody's going to take advantage of me, people accuse you of being cold or selfish or stingy. And so for me, King of Cups is that beautiful, perfect balance, right? And a lot of you are coming into this balance because you're also coming into abundance. You're going to have a lot of blessings, and you're going to be wanting to share these things and pay them forward, but you're coming into this balance here. You're coming into this balance here. So I also feel here in these energies that some of you are setting yourselves up for really significant offers in your life. Like really, really significant offers. And it's going to be different for you depending on where your focus is. If you're focusing on career, then you may be finding yourself manifesting or calling in really high and high grade opportunities here. If you're focusing on love or romance, we're talking like real stability, real longevity, somebody who's really, really secure, like really ready here to commit. I just feel like a lot of you are calling in stability. Honestly, I just feel like your focus here is stability and you're calling in stability. And what that looks like or what area of your life that is in, that's going to be different for different ones of you. Okay? I feel also some of you are very worried or concerned about young children. And I'm hearing like your children are going to be fed, your children are going to be cared for, your children, like, remember, that the nature of nature is abundance, right? Your angels and your guides are helping you. It's like in the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. Your needs are being provided for, and you're breaking out of these heavy cycles or these long time blocks, and you're coming into manifesting stability and security. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. The love readings for May are linked in the description of this video. June love readings are going to be coming up over the next few days. There's some delays here in getting the videos released right now because of new regulations and stuff, but they're coming. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of this video that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. If you want to check out the daily messages, also every single day I've been posting a daily message on the channel as well. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well.